So I have the Behringer FLOW8 on my desk, and I got my trusty MXL 990, and it's plugged into channel 1 here on the FLOW8. And you know what? It sounds really good. And the cool thing is that I have so much more ability to adjust my sound on my phone. So there's a FLOW8 app that you could download from the App Store, and it looks like this. With the limiter, there's no physical limiter button. It all has to be accessed within the app. So we're going to go back here again, and you see on the top right it says limiter. Now I'm going to go adjust it here. You see how that's moving. What I'm understanding with the limiter is that when you have something that, say, you want to get the maximum volume you can in your live stream without distorting it. I hate distortion when it happens on my live stream. It ruins the experience, and it might potentially ruin my audio file when I try to work with it in post. So having a limiter is kind of like a safeguard to your audio in your live stream. Now let's see what we could do. My idea on this is, if you want to increase the level, the volume of your live stream, check this out. I'm going to increase the level here. See how I'm doing that? The overall level? Yeah, okay, so it's hotter. Now, I'm getting pretty close to clipping in my streaming software. I'm using Switcher Studio, which allows me to sync up iPhones and iPads and sync them. So I want to show you on my iPad my VU meter. And so red is clipping. So I'm getting pretty close because remember, we raised the volume here now on my iPhone app, the Flow app. So I'm having to hold an iPhone and do all this while talking, so please bear with me here. Okay, now look on the left. I'm going to go to the main out. You see how I'm adjusting the volume? Like, it's getting pretty loud. So if I go up 8 dB, hey, you see? I'm distorting. You see those red lines there? Yeah, okay. Now we're going to bring it to 3 dB. That's pretty loud. I like that. But if I did something to where I yelled or laughed and distorted, like, ha ha, woo, you see there? It distorted. Hey, like that. Not very desirable. Okay, so now that we have a nice loud volume level, what I want to do now is go to the limiter. I'm going to double click on it. And maybe what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep dialing this back till I notice some reduction. Hey, woo! Wow. So you see around 11 dB, minus 9, 8, hey, woo! Okay, I was getting some clipping there still. Now I'll just keep dialing it back. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hey, loud noise, loud noise. Loud. Hey. All right. So it looks like minus 10 dB on the limiter is going to prevent it from having any surprises. So I'm still discovering the use of this app, and it looks very promising from what I'm able to do just now to show you. I will get more in depth on this. So yes, let's take a look and see how this relates to doing some live music. So let's do a musical demonstration. We'll see how we could dial in our levels even further. I'm here in my main studio. I'm going to be recording some solo piano music. We're going to do some testing here with the Behringer FLOW8. Now I want to show you how I'm getting my levels correct on my instrument. As you know, this Yamaha C7 is a beast, and I've been doing a little bit of tweaking and figuring out what the best settings are for my situation. So if you play guitar or sing, obviously these settings are going to be very different for you. But for me, as an instrumentalist playing piano, I'm just going to walk you through how I'm setting up these parameters here in the Behringer Flow app. Okay, so let's take a look. Just a general run through. I'm on the main preview window on my phone, and as you could see, mic 1 and mic 2 are the two MXLs in my piano. So the one I was talking into before was the same, so there are just two of them now on the treble and bass strings. So I have it, I got the phantom power on. I have a little bit of compression coming out here. I didn't do any EQ. I did it on the main master bus there. So that's pretty much the same. And then the mic I'm talking into is just a cheap PG58. So that's on channel 3. And that's just like that. I didn't really do anything to it. Okay, so on the main out, this is where all the magic is happening. As you could see, I did a little boost in the low end, cut out a little bit of 500 hertz, boosted, the high end. I think the 8K 1 hertz, yeah, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, so that is boosted a little bit. And now, what I want to take your attention to is how I'm dialing in the limiting. So that's kind of why I wanted to show you. I've been really excited about this feature. If you take a look on what I'm looking at on my phone with the FLOW8 app, I just increased the level, the overall level, the output level, what's going into my live stream right now, about plus 2 dB. Okay. And then what I have here is the limiting to go minus 1 dB. So anything above like minus 1 or any peaks, they are going to get stopped. So now these settings, yes, these are just general settings, but I just want to play around with and show you, what we're dealing with here. I'm still getting used to it, but I thought it'd be worth just doing it live and getting into it. So let me play a little bit. I'll show you how things are going and how I could dial this in further. So one thing I wanted to show you is that in my programming, I'm not distorting. I'm getting close to it. So just talking right now, yes, everything seems to be fine. But when I'm playing, I am getting close and I'm worrying about clipping. So if we take a look back at what I've done here, I have the overall main output level on plus 2. It's just a tad bit, you guys. Don't really have to go that far into it. But what I am noticing is when I play piano, it's starting to get up there. So let me play, and you could listen and then just see where the settings are generally. So I was playing really loud there. I was trying to get the thing to distort, but I couldn't. So it looks like my settings, give me 1 second to go to the thing here. I got the limiter at -1, and I have the level overall output level +2 just to get a little bit more volume coming into my live stream. So that looks like the ideal setting for me. Now it's going to be different for every situation, every instrument, every vocalist. So for me, this works. So if you're wondering on how I'm getting audio from this digital mixer to my streaming device, which is my iPad right here, I made a great tutorial video on how I'm doing this with my audio interface, my digital and analog mixers, and what my setup is like. So check out that free tutorial video in the description and the link there below, and hope it helps you out. I really had a lot of fun making it, so I just want to help you guys out. I know we're all musicians out there doing the best we can, so I'm here to share knowledge with you. So check it out and let's stay in touch.